Okay, this says it all. I don't need therapy. I just need to go to One-Eyed Willy's in Niangua. You got to come down there. It really is kind of a self-induced therapy down here. And I've got Brian Wilson with me right now. Good to see you, Brian.
Good to see you, Tom.
Okay, One-Eyed Willy, this has been around for quite a while.
We're celebrating 15 years down here, believe it or not.
15 years.
Yeah.
Well, then obviously you know what you're doing. And we're going to talk about One-Eyed Willy's in just a little bit. But I want to talk about where we are right now. Whiskey River. This is, first of all, how did you get a place like this in a campground?
We added this 5 years ago, just for something different for people to come in, whether you're floating or not floating, but just a place to visit on the river for something different for people.
I would imagine this is the kind of place, as you said, it doesn't make any difference if you're staying here. As long as you're coming by, drop in and see it. This has got to be one of the most unique spots anywhere on the river.
It's definitely different. We try to find a lot of different items, and we focus this year on finding items that you wouldn't find anywhere else.
Tell me about some of the items that folks might find here.
Oh, we brought in a lot of these window frames that out of old homes, and we made mirrors out of. There's a bicycle table back over here that's different. A lot of different picture frames that you handmade.
Yeah, and I know that you know, in times I've been here before, this is really a lot of unique things. This is not something you're going to find in any kind of antique store. Unique, that's what you've looked for.
Yeah, I want something different that nobody else can find.
What made you want to do something like this? Again, in a campground though. This isn't where I would normally think of going to, you know, a terrific antique or whatnot shop.
That's part of One-Eyed Willy's, is we want you to feel at home. And antiques and gifts, home decor stuff, when you walk into a shop, you feel like you're right at home in a place like that. And that helps that feeling of the resort too.
Now I know you've got a special anniversary coming up. Tell me about that.
Well, we're celebrating 15 years at the campground, 5 years with Whiskey River, so it's kind of a double whammy this summer. And pretty excited about all this. We've made a lot of good friends with people that have stayed, and some of them have been here for 15 years. So May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we'll have the Whiskey River open house. So we're gonna have flowers and baskets and planters, and we see a lot of the same people every year and always look forward to meeting new people.
Yeah, always something unique. Now, we've just got about, you know, a minute or so. Remind people what, you know, what the campground is all about, what you have to offer.
One-Eyed Willy's is a full-service campground. We've got canoes, rafts, kayaks, tubes. We do an 8-mile float or a 5-mile float. We put you in up above and float you back down to us. So whenever you get put on the water, you're going to be done back here at the campground. We also do breakfast, lunch, and dinner here for people on the weekends. We've got 18 cabins scattered through the property for people to stay in if they want to come and stay. And they're all decorated with all this stuff that's in the shop.
And you can be right down there on the river.
And you can be right down there on the river if you want primitive tent camping.
All right. If people want more information about One-Eyed Willy's, about Whiskey River, how do they get that?
They can give us a call at 417-993-2628. or check us out on Facebook at One-Eyed Willy's Campground Canoe Rental or Whiskey River Antiques and Gifts.
Sounds great, Brian. Thanks for having us by.
Thank you.
So that's what you want to do. You want to come out to One-Eyed Willy's. You want to come out to Whiskey River. Not only will you see great antiques, terrific camping, but you'll meet 3 of the most friendly dogs you've ever seen in your life right here.